The internet is absolutely losing its mind right now. And honestly, who could blame them? Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco just threw the biggest relationship curveball of 2025. And what happened next is fans spiraling in ways we've never seen before. If you've been following every twist and turn of their romance, you already know that nothing about these two is ever simple. But their latest move has the world asking, are Selena and Benny headed for disaster? Or are they rewriting the rulebook for modern love? Picture this. Your favorite Hollywood couple is just weeks away from their wedding. The world expects romantic Instagram posts, joint celebrations, and sappy love declarations. Instead, Selena and Benny drop a bombshell. Instead of planning their final pre-wedding moments together, they each take off in opposite directions, literally and figuratively. Benny is spotted living it up in Las Vegas with a crew the size of a small army, while Selena escapes to a tropical paradise with a glittering circle of her closest girlfriends. What started as a simple bachelor and bachelorette party exploded into a full-blown social media frenzy, with fans, haters, and relationship experts all weighing in. So what's really going on? Is this just two people celebrating in their own way? Or is there something deeper bubbling beneath the surface? And most importantly, what does this mean for the wedding of a year? Let's break down the drama, the rumors, and the real relationship truths behind one of the most talked about celebrity stories of 2025. To understand why the world is so invested in Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's pre-wedding plans, you have to start with their love story. Selena, an international superstar who spent her entire adult life under the microscope, found something different in Benny. He's not your typical Hollywood heartthrob. He's a behind-the-scenes maestro, crafting hits for some of the biggest names in music. When the two went public with their relationship, it was a shock to some and a delight to others. They seemed to balance each other in ways that felt real, refreshing, and most importantly, genuine. From the outside, their relationship looked practically bulletproof. They navigated busy schedules, relentless paparazzi, and the pressures of fame with a quiet confidence. While many of their peers broadcast their every move on social media, Selena and Benny kept things close to the chest. Their rare public appearances were always marked by genuine affection and a sense of partnership that seemed to transcend the noise of celebrity culture. But as their wedding approached, the world was waiting for something big. And they got it, just not in the way anyone expected. When news broke that Benny Blanco was planning a Vegas blowout for his bachelor party, fans barely batted an eye. After all, Las Vegas has long been the playground of choice for soon-to-be married stars. But this wasn't just any bachelor party. Benny rolled into town with a crew of 25. Yes, 25 friends, family, and industry insiders. The group checked into the Wynn Resort, one of the city's most luxurious hotels, and almost immediately, the rumors started flying. Insiders described the scene as a whirlwind of spa treatments, high-stakes poker games, and exclusive parties at some of the hottest nightclubs on the Strip. Benny's entourage wasn't just there to party. It was a who's who of the music business, from legendary producers to rising stars. For Benny, this wasn't just a chance to let loose before tying the knot. It was an opportunity to celebrate his journey to the top with the people who helped him get there. But the internet, as always, had other ideas. As photos and stories trickled out, the speculation machine kicked into high gear. Was Benny's wild weekend a sign of cold feet? Was he sending a message about his priorities? Or was the whole thing just an over-the-top celebration blown out of proportion by gossip blogs and clickbait headlines? While Benny was painting the town red, Selena Gomez took a very different approach. Instead of the neon lights and endless noise of Vegas, she opted for peace, privacy, and the company of her closest friends. The location? A secret tropical paradise, somewhere south of the border. Sources described the getaway as the ultimate girls' trip. There were days spent lounging on pristine beaches, afternoons filled with yoga and spa treatments, and evenings capped off with intimate dinners under the stars. The guest list read like a who's who of Hollywood's A-list. Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, Miley Cyrus, Sabrina Carpenter, Jennifer Aniston, and even Meryl Streep were rumored to be part of the festivities. The contrast could not have been more stark. While Benny's Bachelor Bash was all about energy and excitement, Selena's Bachelorette was about connection, reflection, and genuine friendship. And for fans, that difference sparked 1,000 theories. Almost overnight, social media exploded. Comment sections became battlegrounds, with fans split between defending the couple's decision to celebrate separately and panicking that this was a sign of trouble in paradise. Some argued that separate parties were a red flag, a last hurrah before things fell apart. Others saw it as a sign of strength, proof that Selena and Benny trusted each other enough to maintain their independence, even as they prepared to merge their lives forever. The Vegas angle, of course, became the focal point for the skeptics. After all, what happens in Vegas rarely stays in Vegas, especially when you're a celebrity with millions of eyes watching your every move. Twitter threads dissected every detail, from who was in Benny's crew to which hotels they visited, looking for hidden meanings that probably didn't even exist. Meanwhile, Selena's tropical escape took on a life of its own. Fans swooned over the idea of A-list bonding sessions, sunset yoga, and heartfelt conversations about life and love. But even here, the speculation ran rampant. Was Selena seeking solace away from the chaos? Was she having second thoughts about the wedding? Or was she simply taking the opportunity to recharge and reflect before one of the biggest days of her life? What's perhaps most fascinating about the whole situation is a complete absence of drama from the couple themselves. Neither Selena nor Benny has commented on the rumors, responded to fan concerns, or offered any explanation for their choices. In an age where oversharing is a norm, their silence has only fueled the speculation. But maybe that's the point. Maybe, just maybe, Selena and Benny are showing the world that they don't owe anyone an explanation. Their relationship, after all, has always been about mutual respect, trust, and a shared commitment to authenticity. Why should their pre-wedding celebrations be any different? So what's the real reason behind Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's separate pre-wedding celebrations? According to insiders close to the couple, the answer is both simple and profound. Far from signaling trouble, their decision was a deliberate choice, a way to honor their individual friendships, recharge their spirits, and reflect on their journeys before stepping into a new chapter together. For Benny, the Vegas trip was about celebrating his roots, his successes, and the people who helped him get to where he is today. For Selena, the tropical retreat was a chance to reconnect with the women who supported her through the highs and lows of fame, love, and everything in between. In other words, their separate celebrations weren't about distance or doubt. They were about coming together, stronger and more secure, on their own terms. The cultural history and meaning of bachelor/et parties in Hollywood, a deep dive into Selena and Benny's relationship timeline, the impact of celebrity culture on private milestones, analysis from relationship experts about independence in marriage, fan reactions and the psychology of parasocial relationships, the role of social media in shaping celebrity narratives, interviews and quotes, real or speculative, based on public statements, comparisons to other iconic celebrity couples and breakups, the wedding plans and what insiders are saying, the broader implications for modern relationships,